Ultraviolet by R.J. Anderson. I don't think I've even talked to friends today because I was so caught up in this book. And I was sick, of course, but I was also caught up in this book. And I think they'll forgive me because it was recommended by one of my friends. Good morning, guys. It's been a slow morning. My limbs were really wobbly and shaky, so I couldn't hold the camera well. Still a little bit shaky, but not as bad. Coffee and food and just rest helped. So I was mostly been spending my morning laying in bed reading while I have the TV on. And as I said, had coffee and breakfast. So I haven't edited a vlog yet, but I did get one up. So I edited it last night, uploaded it this morning. So I'll try edit another one after my nap, which I'm hoping to take soon because I'm getting really sleepy. So I need to take that so I don't stop falling. But it's been a quiet but slow morning, but it's peaceful. So the peaceful is nice and much needed because life can get hectic. And so having, especially like yesterday when I had to watch Sarah and everything. So my blood pressure is dropping and I'm going to go sit down before I fall over. So see y'all in a bit. Just started feeling even sicker, so I took a nap. Longer than I meant to. I slept for an hour and a half, and usually my doctor doesn't want me napping more than an hour, but it's a rare occasion, so I don't usually sleep this long. Usually I'm very careful to keep my schedule, so it's okay. I just don't make a habit of it, but I'm about to take it up, and I'm looking forward to that, because I know my blood pressure won't be happy with me sitting up. But Mama's going to see about helping me make some sweet potato fries. I can't eat white potatoes, are too starchy, so I'm hoping I can make some sweet potato fries and make them really salty, so that way the sodium can help with my blood pressure. Sodium, with the pots, I'm supposed to eat lots of sodium, but on my current diet it's really hard, and so I'm actually going to have to talk to my cardiologist about it when I have an appointment next week. I thought my appointment was this Thursday, but it's actually next Thursday, which is better for us, so I'm happy about that. But I'm going to try to get some sodium in me, and hopefully that and maybe some coffee will help me. Flying cranes, they're so relaxing to watch. Mama started feeling really badly and couldn't help me with the sweet potato fries, but Hannah used the spiralizer for me, and so I have curly fries. But I let them in until the edges start getting dark, but they didn't get crispy, but they still taste really good. They're salty and garlicky, and I really like them. The garlicky and saltiness of it pairs really well with the slight sweetness of the potato. So I think I could eat them really well. But here they are. They're really good. See, they aren't very crisp. They aren't crispy, but good. And then I have coffee. But I'm really hoping this will help me. I'm just not feeling well, so I'm just planning on resting in bed today and working on feeling better. And hopefully everyone else will feel better too, because Mom and Karen feeling bad from the road yesterday, and Mama's stomach started bothering her, and Hannah's not feeling good. Sarah's doing really well though, so that's really good. She's happily watching Doctor Who, and I should be home soon from work. So I'm just enjoying my book. It's gotten really good. I wasn't sure of it at first to where it was going to lead. You have to be very careful with, because the book deals with mental health a lot, and you have to be very careful with how you deal with that, to not use stereotypes and tropes, and not to make it offensive and ableist. And so it's like, I don't know how it'll go, but so far it's done really well, and it's really interesting, and I keep turning every page. So I'm reading that while I rewatch season 1 of Speechless. I rewatched it several times. It's just so good. But I'm rewatching that, and I'm really excited because I looked and saw season 2 starts airing in September, in about a month. So I'm excited about that. It's such a great show about disability, and it's a comedy, and it's hilarious, and they just really do disability and a disabled family really well, so I love it.
Hi y'all. Well, it is, what day is it even? It's Wednesday, and it's about, oh, I don't know, 3 o'clock. I've been up for a few hours, like 3 hours, but I haven't eaten yet, so I'm fixing to go get me something to eat. Then I'm gonna make Miss Sarah here some lunch. She's watching Doctor Who right now. Apparently her sisters took her back to 10 And so she hasn't seen those. My favorite's 11, so I tend to put it on 11, all the 11 episodes. So somebody else started her on 10, so she's getting a bunch of new episodes, but she's over here just chilling. She didn't sleep at all last night, literally not at all. I did. I fell asleep at 11 o'clock and I slept for 13 hours, so I slept good. She did not, so Hannah got her up at like 9:30, made her breakfast, because she was trying to get her to go to sleep and she wouldn't, and she was being a grumpus, but so she let her, she ate and then she fell asleep on the couch. Yeah, I know. It's sort of frustrating. It's like she wants to sleep all day, but she won't sleep for us at night. We're working on that, but it's only going so far. So, yesterday was crazy. I'm sure you got an update, and Caroline updated some in the car yesterday. I was actually not in the car for most of that, so I don't know what she said. And she says I was, but I don't remember it. Maybe I was too tired. We got out late yesterday morning and got on the road at an hour later than we meant to. So for me, I'd given myself plenty of time. It's a 4-hour drive, and we made it half an hour early, but I was pushing the whole time, just like stops were real quick, in and out. And, but I knew I had time. Now when I have to go back in November, it's going to be an hour, appointment's an hour earlier. No, we go back in September for that. But the doctor's appointment was awesome. Really liked it, really thankful for her. And it's really nice when you've been saying that the doctor you've been seeing wasn't really doing what she should be doing. And she's going, she didn't even do an EEG. You're like passing out all the time. And she didn't do an EEG. I'm like, nope. She said 1 seizure. So she's actually getting things done. So we go back for her. We go back next week. Next Monday. Yeah, Monday we go to Jackson, or right outside Jackson, to see the allergist. And then we'll go back the 7th. I think that's 3 weeks in a row we'll be going. Something like that. Yeah. But we go back that week on a Friday, and she's going to have an EEG done. But the good thing is, this doctor's not saying you have to come back and see me the week later and we'll talk about it. She's actually going to call us and we'll make plans from there, which is really a blessing. But she's also setting her up with a special cardiologist. I need to look it up if I can, and I think about it before Rachel publishes this, and if I remember to tell her. I'll put the name of the kind of cardiologist he is. Now it's electric or electrical something. So she wants to make sure she's not having any really severe heart episodes too. And so we'll see how all that goes. It's just going to be difficult. And Rachel sees her cardio next week. So we're going to talk to him about some of what they're doing, the doctors in Jackson are doing, because the doctors there all know this pediatric cardiologist. They're not averse to doing like saline and eventually maybe a port with saline. But I don't know that the doctors here will do that. I don't know if they're up on that or not. And so we'll have to see what we can find out. And so that's about it for me for today. I'm doing a sort of light day for me, just trying to recuperate my body. Sitting in a van for 8 hours driving is really hard on, and then you sit in the doctor's office, and that's just really hard on our bodies. The joints don't like us, and sleeping for 14 or 13 hours is really hard. It sounds like, oh, that's awesome, and it is. My brain and most of my body appreciates it, but my joints don't. So I'm not as stiff as I thought I would be, though. So, and yes, I'm wearing a sweater, and no, fall has not come to North Louisiana. It is 92 degrees outside, but the girls, apparently I'm the only one who runs cold. And everybody says when you hit my age, you should be getting hot flashes. I don't get hot flashes. I freeze all the time. And so I don't know what the answer to that problem is, but I just know that I'm cold. So if I turn the air up, they will die of heat stroke. So I just wear sweaters all the time. So I'm nice and cozy now. I'm not so cold. I was freezing before. So I'm going to go and make some food. After I eat, I'm going to make her some food. While she's still happy, we won't we'll let her be happy. And then I'm probably gonna make Jean some deer meat chili tonight. We have deer meat in the freezer. I can't eat chili anymore, very sadly, because I'm reacting to all like paprikas and chili powders and all that. So, but he loves it, and I have a bunch of deer meat, and so I'm gonna make him a pot of deer meat chili in the Instant Pot. So I think that's all I'm gonna do for right now. And I'm gonna do a lot of desk stuff and editing. I have to edit for my other channel because I have a video. My bed video will be up on my channel. You'll see this tomorrow. So it'll be up today. So check it out. I'll put the link, or Rachel will, it depends on who edits, down below, and or maybe even a card. So check it out. It'll show, I'll talk in there some about how we did the bed. And if there's an interest, I can probably get Jean to draw me some plans if anybody wants them. So let me know if you do.
Hey guys, it's been a quiet day for me between being sick and the storms, and because I've been hooked on Ultraviolet by R.J. Anderson. I don't think I've even talked to friends today because I was so caught up in this book. And I was sick, of course, but I was also caught up in this book. And I think they'll forgive me because it was recommended by one of my friends. And so that's why I didn't reply to your message, Mills, because I was doing this book you recommended and I couldn't stop until I finished it. And even once I finished it, I had the sequel right beside me and I read the first 70 pages. Yeah, it was really good. It titled, as I said, it's titled Ultraviolet, and it says everything you believe is wrong. And on the back it says, once upon a time there was a girl who was special. This is not her story, unless you count the part where I killed her. So I didn't really know what to expect going into it. But it was really good, and it really dealt with mental illness and mental health facilities. And that made me nervous because I was like, okay, is the author going to do it in a good way or a bad way? Because I didn't want it to have ableist connotations. But my friend Mel's recommended it, so I trusted her opinion. It's just, I know I've read some stuff in the past that I didn't catch stuff on, and so I was still nervous reading it for myself. But it was really, really good. Reading it, I started wondering if maybe the author herself was neurodivergent or had mental illness, or maybe both. And then in the back, under author's notes, it says, Pine Hills, like St. Luke's, is not a real hospital. It is a compilation of numerous psychiatric institutions for young people in Canada and elsewhere, based on my own research and personal interviews with a number of former psychiatric patients and their families. However, every psychiatric institution is different, even if they operate by similar policies, and every individual's experience of psychiatric care also varies widely according to their circumstances, personality, and diagnosis. Allison's story is not meant to represent a normative experience of psychiatric care, and I hope readers will not take it as such. If you're experiencing depression or other symptoms that you fear may indicate mental illness, please talk to your doctor or a local mental health organization. And then she goes into talking about the main character, Allison's specific case, which I thought was really cool, and I really love the respectful way in which she handled it, and the story was so good. And I'm really into the second book right now, and I wanted to finish it, but it's my bedtime, and I'm really, really tired, and so I'm having to get some sleep. And I figured, while it was a good part to stop, I better stop. But the book was so good, I read the whole thing today. So, well, I started it yesterday, but I didn't get very far. And I read 70 pages in the next one, so I basically read the whole thing today. And it was really, really good, and I loved it. And I'm excited to finish the next one, and read more by this author. And I'm so thankful Mel's recommended it to me. Thank you so much, Mel's. But yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it. I loved it. And apparently there's something that happens in the second book that for trigger warning wise, there might be suicide related stuff in the second one at some point, but that my friend warned me about. But I think she said it was second book because happened the first. But she was saying it would be okay to skip. So if you have problems with that, know that that's there, but you could probably skip it. Because I know this type of book will most likely appeal to people who deal with mental illness and depression and other such things. And so, like it did to me, because I do have depression and anxiety. So if it appeals to you, but though that's a sensitive subject, no, one, it's not in the first book. And secondly, that according to my friend, you can skip it. So I'm really excited to finish the book though, and it's just so good. But anyways, I'm going to get some sleep. Thank you for watching. It's been a slow day, but it's a real day. It's what having chronic illness is like, and lately I've been able to do a surprising amount. So it was probably about time I had a slow day. But I just my body needed to rest, and I think all the days have caught up to me. But I just have low blood pressure days, and thankfully the sodium in my french fries did help me feel less sick from the low blood pressure, but I was still having low blood pressure and stuff. So hopefully my cardiologist appointment next week will be productive. We'll see. My cardiologist isn't very knowledgeable on POTS, and he says that himself. He's a great guy. He's a hilarious doctor. He makes you feel comfortable. He makes self-deprecating jokes. He calls himself the dumb cardiologist. However, he's not that knowledgeable in POTS, and he's very worried to do anything for it. And so I might have to see about the cardiologist type. It's a special type. I don't know what type of cardiologist it is. That Kenny's going to be seeing in Jackson, and if he can help, or I might have to see about doing stuff if mine's too worried to do anything. But I'm hoping that if I broach the subject with mine, he might be willing to communicate with some cardiologists who are treating POTS and might be open to some more treatment options. We'll see. I really like him, and he's a very friendly doctor and very helpful, so we'll see how it goes.